Milwaukee, Wisconsin, the destination. Hello and welcome, everyone. Thanks so much for D8.
Hey, Kevin.
Very dangerous indeed. David, thanks. Here are the five for the Clippers. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Batum. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the point. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Lopez in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now, here's Zubac. George passes to Batum. There's the triple. And Drew Holiday with the 3. Holiday's got the first basket of the game for the Bucks. Terrific talented backcourts tonight. Greg, did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Now Holiday. Pass to Lopez. Back to Holiday. The kick out to Lopez. Clock at 6. Outside Holiday. The 3 for DiVincenzo. Reggie Jackson with the rebound. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Shoots from the baseline, and Leonard gets it to go on the assist by George.
Yes, and how about the unselfishness? Paul George has no problem sharing the ball.
And here's Giannis. Holiday with it. Floats it up for Giannis. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Love the read there from Antetokounmpo. I mean, his basketball IQ is really impressive when it comes to alley-oop attempts.
Now here is George. Now the pass to Zubac. Outside for George. Cans it from downtown.
And I love the tenacity, guys. He simply can will his way into games at times and exert his presence.
Here's Holiday. High post Lopez. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Lopez is really dangerous as a shooter if you give him space to catch and then shoot.
To the inside, back to George. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. I mean, he had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. Here is Forbes. He feeds it to Middleton. "18 feet out. It's hauled in by George.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Rondo wide open. His three-pointer's off the mark. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter.
And Clark, although he's not the force he once was on the floor, Rajon Rondo still can give you strong minutes in bursts.
Greg, I tell you what, I love watching this guy work. I know his double-digit assist days are long in his rearview mirror, but this dude still knows how to run a team, and he is ideal for leading your second unit because he's an orchestrator, a facilitator, a playmaker, and guys love playing with him. You can just feel how guys enjoy playing with Rondo running the show.
And the Bucks miss again. The Clippers in the lead. Outside, George. Morris outside. Back to George. right at the free throw line. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Bucks have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. And Forbes kicks to Portis. And there's the feed to Middleton. Portis, the pass to Forbes. Here's Mann, guarded by Tucker. Mann can't hit.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Portis can't get it to go.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
George passes to Morris. Outside for Rondo. Shot from 16 and off the glass. That one's good.
Rondo's smarts is well documented. His IQ so high. He takes good shots and usually makes all the right plays.
Here's Portis, and Portis throws it down.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Clippers lead by 2. Stay with. Earlier tonight, we spoke with Paul George about how they've integrated.
Everybody has a chip on their shoulder.
Greg, that last point is key. This team plays lockdown defense.
And that's a big part of their identity. Most teams talk about being well balanced. This team lives it.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers, guys.
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. E.J. Tucker is out there with Portis. Then it's Holiday, and it's Forbes in at the 2 spot. That puts them in the lead. Holiday's got 5 points so far. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the Bucks.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught them off guard. Playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
And Holiday, here we go. Portis, and Portis throws it down.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Rondo looking over the floor. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
Bucks have gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Rondo against Holiday. Portis kicks to Connaughton. He's looking for Portis and finds him. Over to the wing. Tucker can't get it to go. And so it's Rondo bringing it up for the Clippers. Here's Morris. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Morris has got his first points of the game.
Boy, have they gotten hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
Now, I don't know if this field goal percentage is sustainable, but if they can stay close to what they've done in shooting the ball, they'll run away with this one.
The finish, and Morris throws it down.
Fast hands that time earned Rondo the steal. Can't forget, he's been a league leader in that statistic before, too.
Holiday against Rondo. To the paint. Here's Portis. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got assist number 5 here tonight. And the 22nd pick in 2015, Bobby Portis with a nice shooting touch.
And at the same time, not afraid to mix it up, maybe to a fault. At times we've seen him get caught in the heat of the moment. You got to channel that competitive edge and stay strong mentally.
Holiday against Rondo. Bucket is good. Holiday's got 4 points this quarter.
A really smart player. Holiday can find the spaces inside and exploit them for points.
Here's Rondo. No good on the 3.
And, you know, the defense to me looked like they were okay to let him prove he could make that shot.
Here's Portis. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Rajon Rondo.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think is going to lead the pack there, Greg?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. Offensive rebound, Zubac. Batum wide open, he fires. No good from outside. Bucks have gotten all but one of their 7 shots in the second quarter to drop. Pretty impressive. Here's Middleton. And that one hits back iron. LA's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. To the middle. And there's Paul George on the assist by Leonard. 7 points for Paul George.
Taking advantage of that length inside, George has the size and touch to score with ease from there.
Here's Portis. Makes it off the glass. Portis has got it all tied up now for Milwaukee.
He got off to a slow start. It took him a little while to get into the flow of this game, but he's turned it on here in the second.
Passes to Zubac. Outside Jackson. Outside George. Banked in off the glass. George has got 9.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. The deepest hole they got themselves in.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Bobby Portis with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And the Clippers, looking at who they've got Paul George. Batum is out there with Kawhi Leonard. And there's Jackson, and it's Zubac in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Jackson drives in, pulls it up. And again, the Clippers good for 2.
That's the efficiency you want to see from Jackson, using his poise and vision to make a play.
Pass to Giannis. Lays it up off the glass.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
The 3 from George. Buries it from 3-point range. He's got 12.
Nice release on the shot. George has put a lot of work into his mechanics, and I like the way he continues to impress from beyond the arc.
Here's Holiday. Feeds it to Lopez. And the rejection by Zubac. Leonard looking over the floor. On the wing, Batum. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Very hard not to leave your feet defending against Batum. Tough to bother his shot otherwise.
And the first one at the line is good. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for George. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Outside Holiday. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Reggie Jackson.
Yeah, credit Holiday for getting to the line on that one. With his quickness and length. I'd like to see him do that more often.
A different look for the Clippers. Patterson, he's checked in for Zubac. Marcus Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Jackson. Pass to Kennard. Leonard on the wing. Holiday against Rondo. Back to Leonard. And Patterson kicks to Morris. 5 on the clock. Got a piece of it. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And Antetokounmpo is really an absolute terror in the open floor. I mean, love seeing a guy his size run the floor the way he does. Wow, impressive.
Morris with the ball. And Holiday picks him up defensively. Rondo dishes to Patterson. That one, no good. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. Here's Connaughton. Good on the bucket. Connaughton's got the game tied up here for the Bucks.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Stolen by Holiday. And they're on the break. On up the court. And the rejection by Leonard.
And a sensational individual defender. Leonard will lock you down. Rejections are just part of the package he brings on the defensive end.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Tucker's checked in. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Jackson, he's checked in for Luke Kennard. Jackson has the open look. Rondo against Holiday. Patterson. Holiday with the defensive effort. Bucks have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. A nice shot by Tucker. And the Bucks lead by 2.
And sometimes it's simply a matter of effort. Tucker outworking people in transition.
Here's Rondo. Kept alive. It's good on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
1:12 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Holiday. And the layup's good off the glass. Holiday's got 12 in the game.
You want to be an NBA point? Take notes on Holiday running that pick and roll. Sometimes taking it yourself is the best option.
Count the basket. Here's Holiday. 12 points for him. There's 42 seconds left to play in the third. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. The Bucks shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
And the Bucks making a change here. Middleton's checked in. The Clippers also changing it up. Zubac is checked in for Patterson. Batum comes in for Marcus Morris. And George is subbed in for Rajon Rondo. George passes to Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And then Leonard enjoys jamming it home. Got to keep him as far away from the hoop as possible.
23 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's DiVincenzo. It's hauled in by George.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
And Jackson has become a reliable three-point shooter. That's a shot you got to respect.
Connaughton, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game, neither team giving ground. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. E.J. Tucker is out there with Chris Middleton. Then it's Brook Lopez. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Holiday in at the point. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Just 3 to shoot. A 3 from Leonard. The rebound by the Bucks. And now the fast break. Middleton with the ball. Over Jackson. Middleton can't get it to go.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Here's Leonard. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And the soft-spoken Leonard is now an elite talent in this league, an athletic forward who leads by example.
And the Bucks with some changes. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. And Giannis is subbed in for P.J. Tucker.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Here's Holiday. Here's Portis. And contact on the shot. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it, the double checking, and the game continues on.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, over the break, I was able to listen to Tyronn Lue's huddle. He said, keep grinding. We're in good shape. Things aren't always going to go perfectly. Don't let that slow you down. Let's just stick to what got us here. Kevin, we'll see if they can build on this lead.
And then Leonard with the dunk.
And when you leave a man open, Batum finds him. Great feel for the game.
Bucks trail by 4. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Here's Portis. It's hauled in by Zubats. Los Angeles has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Batum dishes to Jackson. And that one is off. And Milwaukee the other way now. Here we go with Holiday running it up the court. Leonard against DiVincenzo. The shot by Middleton, wide open. Off target from three-point range. Los Angeles leading by 4. Here's Leonard. Up and in on the layup.
And busting it up the floor. Leonard showing a lot of energy on the fast break. If there's one thing he doesn't lack, it's hustle.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Portis. DiVincenzo passes to Portis. The kick out to Giannis. Bucks passing it around. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton.
You know, feeling very comfortable taking a big shot when his team needs it. That's a sign of how Antetokounmpo has matured recently.
Outside Jackson. Batum with the bounce pass. Stolen by Middleton. Fast break, Milwaukee. It's tipped. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Brook Lopez is checked in for Milwaukee. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Rondo's checked in. Here's Antetokounmpo.
I tell you what, Antetokounmpo has a real killer instinct on offense. I mean, this guy is serious about trying to score the ball and make plays. Always playing downhill, always in attack, and constantly keeping the defense on its heels.
And that would have been a killer if he missed one of those, but he was rock solid. That trims the lead now to a one-possession lead.
And it's Rondo penetrating, and he uses the glass on the layup.
That's what a proven winner will do for you. Big bucket from Rondo.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Here's Zubac. And now the Clippers on the break. Leonard's got the ball. The putback.
Yeah, I love the court awareness from Kawhi there. Dependable at getting it to his uncovered teammates.
Now here is Holiday. Gets the bucket and the foul. It's on Rajon Rondo.
With experience, skill, and ability, Holiday makes for the perfect go-to scoring option.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're in front by 4. 1:19 left in the fourth quarter. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Paul George.
And he's got to be thrilled with how well he shot the ball, Kevin. Good on almost 60% of his shots. That's what I call an efficient performance. And a team loves having someone that dependable they can rely on.
This is what makes him special, his ability to come through in these spots.
1:10 left here in the fourth quarter. Takes it out to Leonard. Right side George. Right block shot. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
Hey, you know that George is going to take the shot when the game is up for grabs. I mean, that's who he is, and that's what's expected of him. He's an exceptional decision maker in these situations, which makes it even more obvious.
And here we go. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by George. Now it's a 7-point Clipper lead.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Opponents are physical with Kawhi just about every game, but as forceful a player as he is, he just doesn't seem to mind one bit.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 9-point ball game here.
And you can wrap this one up. Great job to stay cool at the line and finish it off.
Outside Holiday. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Because of that big body and 7-foot frame, Lopez a handful to keep off the glass.
Well, for the Clippers, they can just run out the clock. On the wing, George. Defended by DiVincenzo. George looking around. Takes a 3. And so Los Angeles takes the win. They seem to... David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up for... There it is, the Staples Center in Los Angeles. We're quite a few injuries here between the two teams. 5 players out tonight.
5 players unavailable tonight. A lot of minutes and shots to go around.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Harden out there with Joe Harris. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Green, and it's Luwawu in at the 3, the small forward. And for Los Angeles, Batum is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And there's Jackson, and it's George in at the shooting guard position. Snatched away. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. And here's Harden for 3. George against Harris. And George with the stuff.
Paul George is aggressive. Look at his eyes right now, focused on scoring, and he sees the open path and gets right there.
Now, here is Harden, and that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul. Harden surveying the D. Here's Jordan, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. 2 terrific defenses tonight, Greg. They do it in a variety of ways. It's been hard for either team to score.
You know, strong on ball, in help, in transition, and both coaches doing such a great job of making the adjustments. And listen, the reality is defense still can be a factor in determining who wins and who loses.
And we're seeing it right before our eyes. And the shot is good.
And with the defender draped all over him, Jackson has that strength to fight through the contact.
Harden dishes to Harris. Back to Harden. Down low, here's Jordan, and it's Jordan with the jam.
Man, there are not many times where DJ does not just rip that rim down.
Outside, George. Out to the right wing. Zubac the pass to George. Back to Zubac. Keeps it alive, and George able to finish. George has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Oh, hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip-in. Now, here is Harden. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
I mean, how many spots on the floor is Harden not effective from? I'll tell you, not many.
Nobody near George. Jordan with the rebound.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
Harden the pass to Jordan. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Jordan's got 6 points.
Not allowing the defense to cover him or alter his shot there was DeAndre Jordan getting to the rim.
From deep, George. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4. Here is Harden. First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
Outside Jackson. Inside, it's stolen by Green. Fast break, here they come. Here's Luwawu, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why he creates so many opportunities for others.
Stolen by Harden. Harris outside. Lets the 3 fly. Batum grabs the miss.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
George, no good. And so Green will bring it up for the Nets. It's a 3-point game. Jordan kicks to Harris. And the wide open shot from Green. A 3-pointer off the mark. Clippers have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Here's Leonard. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
The strength and that body that Kawhi has, he finishes through contact as well as anyone in the league.
Now, here is Harden. There's 42 seconds left to play in the first. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Clippers have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Outside for George. Harden against Jackson. Pass to Zubac. Great D that time from Jordan.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
To the left side wing. Al Harden. Here's Luwawu. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Nets lead by 1. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Nets, what do you guys think?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
Just playing some real gritty defense right now. Just getting up in bodies and forcing a lot of turnovers.
We've got Marcus Morris. He's out there with Patrick Patterson. Kennard is out there with Rajon Rondo. And it's man in at the 2-guard spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Irving finds Brown. Shot clock at 6. Here's Irving. Nails the 16-footer.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Clippers moving the ball around. Rondo wide open. Rebounded by the Nets. Brown feeling it out a bit to the right side. Claxton the pass to Brown. That's tipped. Kennard with the ball. And Griffin picks him up defensively. Man passes to Morris. That one goes. Count it.
An efficient score inside. Morris can beat you with a variety of moves.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Here's Irving. Got a hand on it. Pass to Kennard. Oh, Morris in position. It's stolen by Brown. Irving with a clean look. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Clippers have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Here's Man, and the powerful one-handed slam.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
No, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Rondo with the steal. And now it's Rondo running all the way. Here he goes. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Now Jordan following the miss by Marcus Morris from deep. Here's Luwawu. And too long on the shot. And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That's his first foul. Clippers leading by 3. And they go to the intentional foul.
You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And here's Rondo. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Aldridge. And the Clippers making a switch here. Jackson's checked in. Ray, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation, or one of the best, and I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys,
yes,
they're truly
yes.
great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities, and those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles, Ivica Zubac has checked in for Patrick Patterson. And it's Batum in for Morris. Jackson kicks to Batum. Passes it to Zubac. Kicks it out to Leonard. Clock at 6. Off target from outside.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far. And in a player empowerment era, no greater power move than Kawhi Leonard's last year. Fresh off a finals MVP with the Raptors, he signed with his hometown Clippers and compelled a trade for Paul George.
Think about that 14-month run where Kawhi Leonard made his way to Toronto, a team that was on the cusp for many seasons. goes there, wins the MVP and the championship for the Raptors, and then ends up in his hometown of Los Angeles to try to do the same for the Clippers. Now that's getting it done and writing your own story.
And Reggie Jackson, the former 24th pick by the Thunder, wasn't content to back up Westbrook. He basically forced his way out in search of a larger role.
Now here's Irving. 9 feet out, and there it is for him. Irving's got his second bucket of the night.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Jackson passes to George. Back to Jackson. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes. Can find the creases with that handle.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Irving against Jackson. Irving dishes to Aldridge. And the dunk by Aldridge.
So good at knowing when to shoot and when to pass off the screen. Kyrie Irving dictating the defense that time.
And George, here we go. And the basket is good. George has got 9.
Well, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
So that'll be it for the first half.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. Some good action during the period, as it was just a 1-point.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Without question, George is playing his skills today.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So for Brooklyn now, we've got Harden. Luwawu is out there with Green. Then there's Harris. And it's Jordan in at the center position. And he makes both free throws. Nets trail by 6. Here is Harden. They kick it out to Green. Back to Harden. Feeds it to Jordan. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Bangs home the trifecta. Harris has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. It's George on the wing, guarded by Harris. No good from Zubac.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Here's Jackson following the basket by DeAndre Jordan. It's good on the putback. Zubac has got his first bucket of the night.
You know, his positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in.
Jackson against Harden. Shot clock at 5. On the wing, Harris. Over George. The shot that time, not on target. The Clippers go the other way with it. And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. And that'll be his third foul so far. And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles.
And the Croatian big man, Ivica Zubac, a big hip-hop fan. His teammates call him Zupac.
It's amazing that he was traded from the Lakers to the Clippers, so still home games here.
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Harden. Here's Green. A beautiful reverse layup.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Kennard on the wing. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. He kicks to Patterson. Morris against Green. Here's Patterson. Brooklyn with the rebound. Jordan's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Luwawu. He dishes it to Jordan. And the dunk by Jordan.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Rondo drives in. The pass to Morris. Shoots. Nails the baby hook. Morris has got 4 points in the quarter.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
To the inside. Harden with it. He's picked up by Rondo. It's Harden with the drive and the jam by Harden.
And once Harden has momentum behind him, watch out. They love seeing the beard flush it down there with some power.
Here's Rondo. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Rondo's got his first points of the night. Nets trail by 3. Green with the ball. It's Jordan on the wing. And he banks in the layup. Jordan's got 12 in the game.
Well, with the physical tools he has, Jordan's presence in the paint looms very large, and he knows to live there.
Rondo against Harden. The Nets have gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. A 75% clip. That gives them the lead. Harris has got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Nets. 7 lead changes now, and we're just in the third quarter.
Yeah, frustrating for a coach, but it's great to watch as a fan.
They grab their own miss, and it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. So for the Nets, "19 seconds left in the third. Now here's Irving. Kicks to Griffin. Back to Irving. They get a hand on it. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Nets lead by 2. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. The Nets with the lead. Batum is out there with Kawhi Leonard. And there's Jackson. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's George in at the shooting guard. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Griffin kicks to Harden. And it's Paul George with the foul. That's his first foul. And Brooklyn making a change here. Irving's checked in. To the paint. Leonard with the steal. Batum passes to George. Tries from 16. Nice jump shot. Good. George has got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Los Angeles. Nets shooting an efficient 53% from the field. Outside Irving. Pass to Aldridge. Irving looking over the floor. Back to Aldridge. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Nets need to get a shot off here.
Yeah, put some students in the classroom because that's exactly how you move the ball. Kyrie terrific at spotting the open man, and then you got to get it to him.
George up top. He's covered by Brown, and it's sent back by Aldridge. And good that time. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Down low. Here's Aldridge. And no good. The Clippers go the other way with it. Left side, George. And it's George finishing it off.
You always talk about the first 2 steps in transition, and Paul George out quick and decisively that time.
Jackson against Irving. And he gets it to go.
And great intensity here down the stretch. He's not one to shrink in the moment.
Now take a look at him. Locked in right now in this moment. Wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
Jackson against Irving. Yep, that one goes. And the Clippers lead by 2.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Irving for 3. Aldridge kicks to Irving. Batum with the steal. Leonard with the ball. And Griffin picks him up defensively. And George with the stuff.
Paul George stepping up big time.
Nets trail by 4. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. And he's able to get it back. That one drops for him. For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. And that's an intentional foul. Rajon Rondo's checked in for the Clippers. And a new group in for the Nets. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Green comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Harris is checked in for Blake Griffin. And it's Harden in for Brown. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. That's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
4 on the clock. George. Poked loose. Hands with the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last. Griffin's checked in for Jeff Green. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. And the jam by Nicholas Batum.
Orchestrating right now. Rondo should be playing with the baton.
1:29 left in the fourth quarter. Harden outside. To the middle. Jordan. And it's Jordan with the jam. The coach's challenge has been issued. A team like this, out of the wire, this is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able now. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Well, your best players want to take on the burden come clutch time, and Paul George carrying the weight right now.
Harden up top. He's covered by...
Oh, yes, sir.
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
What a big possession right here.
No doubt about it, guys. The tension is palpable. And
George, here we go. Just 5 to shoot. Kicks it out to Leonard. Outside, George. Back to Leonard. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Second chance effort. Oh, wow. Unable to get a shot off in time, and they turn it over. A very unfortunate time there to pick up the shot clock violation. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now Harden. Good! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one.
Inside, outside. Harden will attack you from anywhere. Nice play. Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a three-point game.
That last one was a difference maker. It pushed it from a 2-point lead to 3.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. They're down by 3. Just 2 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, what's your take?
And they need a 3 to tie. But look, they've got enough time here to find a good look. They can run a play off the inbound, make sure they get it in the hands of their best shooter.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Paul George.
Sensational game for him in terms of shooting efficiency. He's taken nothing but high percentage shots. That's how he's managed to hit over 60% from the field. I mean, making just about everything he's looked at.
So it's the Clippers taking the win in a close one. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks. That's a look from earlier on as the Nets head to the locker room. They're in no mood to let the... And a few players on the shelf, but the big absence is someone this team is going to be missing tonight. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the 3. And for the Nets, we've got Harden. Green is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Harris in at the small forward. Harden, no good.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
Well, I tell you what, the long arms of Antetokounmpo are really incredibly lethal in the paint. Sometimes the defense really has no choice but to foul him and then hope he misses. You know, growing up in Greece, Giannis Antetokounmpo was so poor, he and his older brother, Thanasis, had to share a pair of tennis shoes. I mean, how about how far he's come since then? Now he's the first foreign-born player ever with his own Nike signature shoe.
Inside, here's Irving. 1 up, 1 down, 2 points with his first shot this game.
You know, big guys like Jordan who can facilitate are really valuable. Spots the open man and gets it right to him.
Now, Antetokounmpo. Here's Holiday. Green with the block. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Down low. 6 on the shot clock. And the dunk by Giannis.
I tell you, that's why Antetokounmpo is so feared league-wide. I mean, when he's close to the rim, he's most likely going to flush it on you.
Harden against Holiday. Harden, that's good.
And Clark, they say back in Greece, all of Giannis's basketball shoes were hand-me-downs from his teammates.
Greg, nothing like not having enough to drive you to get more. I mean, clearly, you think about Giannis and his background and where he is now, he and Thanasis oftentimes would take turns playing in the game, swapping the same pair of shoes. Those days are long behind both of them.
Harden, that's good.
You know, Harden has that quick first step. Once he sees a lane to the rim, he's going to take it.
Here's Holiday. Rebound, Brooklyn.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
And Green slams it in.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop.
Unless you're the team getting punched on. That would be the difference.
And Lopez throws it down.
Middleton, a scorer by nature, that time showing you he can find his teammates too.
And it's Harden with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. Jordan controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped working.
Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. The three-pointer no good. Nets leading by 3 to the paint. Here's Irving. And he could not get that one to go. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And the Nets with possession here, following the bucket by the Bucks. Here's Harris. Harden finds Jordan, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
That's platinum level dime dropping right there by Harden. Such a smart passer. Gets us to his teammates on time and on target.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 5. That shot misses. Some solid defense from Harris. Here's Irving. Shoots over DiVincenzo. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
You know, that goes back, I think, to playing with LeBron in their Cleveland days. Kyrie learned how to operate without the ball some.
Here's Giannis. Green with the block. They get it back. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. There's the lob to Harden. And stolen by DiVincenzo. 3-on-3. Giannis with it. Now Green defending.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there. And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
The 3 for DiVincenzo. The shot missing. And so the first quarter is in the books. Nets lead by 8. 2K Sports. We recently caught up with Drew Holiday, who talked about some
being able to go through adversity and come out stronger.
And Greg, you feel like that pressure never really got to Holiday.
One of the toughest guards in the league, mentally and physically. He's a machine that just keeps on coming, no matter the circumstances.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And, you know, their rebounding advantage has been glaring, simply outworking them on the boards for that entire first quarter.
We've got LaMarcus Aldridge. Johnson is out there with Brown. Then there's Griffin. And it's Claxton in at the power forward. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Johnson, the pass to Brown. Right side Aldridge. Back to Brown. And he gets the bucket. Brown's got the lead up to 10 now for Brooklyn.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And the foul on Tyler Johnson. That is his first foul of the game. And Brooklyn making a change here. Irving's checked in and stolen by Kyrie Irving. Jumps up and Brown throws it down.
Tip of the hat to Irving there. He ignited the break with this underappreciated part of his game, his defense. Quick hands help on both sides of the court.
Knocked loose. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. Brooklyn leading by 12. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. And it's off from three-point range. The Bucks shooting just 33%, struggling to get good looks.
You've really got to tag Middleton in transition so you have a chance to get in front of him. You know, his speed and athleticism, a lot to deal with if you aren't concentrating on getting back.
Left side, Irving. And the dunk by Aldridge.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Middleton can't get it to go. And here's Aldridge. He'll bring it up for the Nets. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Forbes dishes to Tucker. Back to Forbes. Connaughton passes to Forbes. Here's Portis. Marcus Aldridge grabs the miss. Aldridge has got 4 rebounds in this game. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Irving passes to Claxton. Back to Irving. Takes the 3. Good on the three-point shot. Irving's got 7 points in the game.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
1:02 left in the first half. Irving with the ball. Picked up by Portis, and the shot goes in. Aldridge has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Here is Forbes. Aldridge is covering. Nice shot by Portis.
Boy, nice job that time, guys, from Forbes, spotting the wide open man and dropping the dime.
Outside Irving. To the inside. Middleton on the wing. He's got 5. It's in. That's his 3rd field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Sometimes, for whatever reason, a lot of times you don't know why. It takes a little while to work the knots out, but it looks like they're putting it together right now.
And it's Aldridge on the follow. And the Nets lead by 14.
Boy, that's exactly the kind of activity on the offensive glass that makes Aldridge special.
Here's Connaughton. Here's Forbes. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with a... Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Well, we know he's a magician on the court. Kenny, has there ever been anyone better? And
after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And, you know, that's not a job they ask him to do very often, but in the first half, I thought he was in perfect sync with his teammates.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. Setting the floor for the Bucks. At the forward spots, it's the 2 Antetokounmpos, Thanasis and Giannis. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the 5 spot.
Man, what a special player Antetokounmpo is, sharing the sugar there. The vision he showed, nice job finding the open man.
Holiday against Harden. Harris, right side. Jordan trying to free himself up. Harris misses.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
2 free throws come. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And I think one of the things understated about Harden, he's a great athlete. I mean, he can rise and bounce. He's strong. He's quick. He can easily punch it on you when he gets to the rim.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
Nets leading by 8. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Passes it to Irving. Takes it from 10. Again, the Nets for 2.
It sure was textbook, and Irving is fantastic in the screen roll. A solid decision maker in these sets, and he also can put it in the basket himself if he needs to.
Rebound, Milwaukee.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor. The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Here's DiVincenzo. Uses the glass to finish the layup. DiVincenzo's got his first 2 points of the night.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
It's thrown by Antetokounmpo. And here we go, the fast break with Giannis. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Jeff Green. The Bucks also with the sub. Middleton's checked in.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
You know, it's taken a big run, but they were able to get back into this one. Very impressive. No quick.
Oh, my goodness. What a play.
And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim for the epic throwdown.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Nets. 17 points was their biggest margin. And here's Harris from the arc. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Count it. Giannis has got 6 here in this quarter.
I absolutely love how Antetokounmpo just has a winning mindset. Consistent. This guy is looking to go all the way to the basket. Has to be devastating trying to stop this guy if you're on defense.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
Giannis kicks to Middleton. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. Middleton's got 13.
Well, there's a good reason this guy shoots as many threes as he does. Chris Middleton is a knockdown three-point shooter.
And here's Harden. 10 points for him. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
Boy, terrific play there. I thought even with all the contact, he still was going to get that shot to go down.
So for the Nets, LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Blake Griffin comes in for Harris. And it's Bruce Brown in for Kyrie Irving. The Bucks also changing it up. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo, and it's Pat Connaughton in for Drew Holiday. That one's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket for Middleton. Harden outside. 24 seconds left here in the third quarter. Griffin against Middleton. Griffin passes to Aldridge. It's not going to go for him. Great D that time from Portis. Tucker finds DiVincenzo. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on James Harden.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. 6 seconds left in the third. Brown right side. James Harden getting it done for the Brooklyn Nets. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll return shortly. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Griffin is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then there's Brown. And it's Harris in at the small forward. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
And you've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
Extremely impressive was the rally they made. I mean, we'll see how much their comeback might have taken out of them, and we'll see if they can keep that foot on the pedal now.
Irving dishes to Griffin. Brown outside. 4 on the shot clock. Irving, good.
Irving has the touch needed to do damage from just about anywhere, including from there.
DiVincenzo against Irving. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. And Portis throws it down.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Jordan, he's checked in for Aldridge. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Blake Griffin. And it's Harden in for Brown. And the jam by Harden.
Harden's ball handling is absolutely off the chain insane. I mean, easily carving up the defense. Superb control. Got it on the string.
Here's Connaughton. He's covered by Irving. Connaughton kicks to DiVincenzo. Portis, the pass to DiVincenzo. Basket, good. DiVincenzo's got the lead up to 2 now for the Bucks.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
On the wing, Irving. Pass to Claxton. Harden scanning the floor. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Love the ferocity. Heck, that's one of my favorite words, ferocity. Harden, excellent at accelerating and decelerating. That's the thing that makes him so tough. He can go fast, slow, or mid-range speed. He's done a much better job of getting to the line here. Aggressively taking it inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the first.
Holiday dishes to Lopez. Good D by Jordan.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
The shot by Middleton, wide open. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, his positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in.
Harden outside. To the middle. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And you can tolerate gas like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Blake Griffin, he's checked in for the Nets. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on James Harden.
You know, since entering the league at age 18, Antetokounmpo has really grown. The Greek Freak, now one of the league's premier talents, no doubt.
And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. Jordan at the elbow. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Hey, that's why you want an experienced veteran like DeAndre Jordan. That's a huge hoop from him.
Holiday looking over the floor. 1:33 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Lopez kicks to Holiday. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Connects from three-point range. Middleton's got 12 points here in the second half.
You can really see Middleton now starting to emerge as a leader for this team. Whenever they're looking for an important basket, he provides it. How good is that? Harden commanding the ball in these moments. Loves stepping up at crucial times.
Now here is Holiday. Over in the corner, out of Kumbo. Here's Middleton. Score that one for him. His 8th field goal. 8 for 11 on a very accurate night.
Middleton, the kind of player that simply relishes the pressure. He's comfortable taking the big shots.
Harden with it. Now guarded by Middleton. There's the steal. Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. They're behind by 4. There's 49 seconds left in the game. And now let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Chris Middleton.
And his focus, guys, has been laser sharp, and his touch from the field, flawless. The teammates have worked hard to get him the ball in some good positions, and boy, has he rewarded them with a spectacular shooting performance. Great call to keep running all those sets for him.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. He told them to stick with it. He said, this game is right here, guys. This is our game to take. Precision, purpose, and poise. Kevin, we'll see if they can get it done.
Thank you, David. 6-second difference between shot and gameplay. Harden the pass to Jordan. Second chance shot. The kick out to Irving. Here's the 3 with the tip, and it's Aldridge on the follow.
Aldridge never backs down in these big moments. A player who wants the ball in clutch situations.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game.
Exactly. I mean, got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws. Good composure from the line there. Those shots sealed it.
The 3 from Harden. The shot, no good. And so it's the Bucks who come out on top here. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Los Angeles. Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait. Hey Dave.
Good evening, Kevin.
What a story. David, thank you. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Clippers, Batum is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's Leonard in at the 3 spot. Now here is Holiday. Here's Lopez. It's hauled in by Zubac.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's Leonard. Milwaukee with the rebound.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
And Holiday kicks to Antetokounmpo. And the dunk by Giannis.
And that move has become second nature for Giannis. Once he establishes position, game over.
George looking around. Outside, Batum. And Batum throws it down.
Oh, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow. Giannis drives in. Lopez left side. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist.
And I tell you, Antetokounmpo's evolved into one of the better passing forwards in our league. And when the defense is focused on you that much, you need to be able to find the open man. Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Here's Holiday. He feeds it to Lopez. Passes it to Holiday. For the 3. Doesn't go for him. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Leonard with the ball. He's picked up by Lopez. Here's Jackson. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Kawhi is carving up this defense. Love his awareness. He is finding the open man.
And guys, even though he's in a big market, Kawhi Leonard still not one for the spotlight.
That is so true. It's not about the fame for him. He's in LA, but Kawhi Leonard stays in his bubble. All the trappings that come with being a great player, he's truly focused on the love of the game, winning and being the best possible player he can be.
Here's Holiday. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. The 10-footer. Count that one.
Talk about scoring the basketball. Legit player. Holiday got paid because he can play.
George against DiVincenzo. George, no good. The Bucks trail. It's deflected. They recover it.
Maybe the most highly skilled big man in our league. Giannis is also one of the most frequently fouled bigs in our game.
The Bucks shooting their first free throws of the game. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are. But look at the Grizzlies. I think they got 2 terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
Here's Antetokounmpo after the basket by Los Angeles. Drops in the layup for 2. Antetokounmpo's got 6 points.
Cutting his teeth in the Spurs system, Forbes has improved at keeping his eyes up and finding the open man.
Rondo kicks to Kennard. There's 48 seconds left in the first. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee, trailing by 2. Here is Forbes. He's covered by Rondo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Now here's Rondo. Morris outside. Outside Rondo. 5 on the clock. Rebound Milwaukee. Giannis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Forbes. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Tie game in Los Angeles. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And recently, on the subject of trash talking, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
I like to stay locked in to the game.
Greg, as you always say, different guys intimidate in different ways.
And when you have his level of length, athleticism, and skill, you don't need to say a word.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
That's their mindset. Attack, attack, and attack some more. You're not going to beat them playing soft.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second, they've got Antetokounmpo. Bobby Portis out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's Forbes in at the 1. To the paint. Portis, the pass to Tucker. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Tucker's got the lead up to 2 now for Milwaukee.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
On the wing, Morris. Out to the right wing. It's stolen. And they're moving it up. Connaughton kicks it to Tucker. Here's Forbes down low. Portis. Here's the teardrop. And the layup is up and in.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Bobby Portis.
Rondo is so tricky. Consistently looking to take advantage of the defense being too physical with him.
A different look for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And it's Drew Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. DiVincenzo can't hit it.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
Rondo against Holiday. And there's the pass to DiVincenzo. Here's Connaughton. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Just 5 on the clock. DiVincenzo passes to Lopez. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Right side, Leonard. And oh, here we go. Lopez has got it, the fast break chance. Good. Lopez has got his second basket of the night.
He was able to simply lay it in over the top of the smaller man.
Rondo looking around. And the layup is good.
Got to respect the attacking mindset of Rondo. Always looking to go right to the cup.
3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Holiday against Rondo. DiVincenzo kicks to Lopez. Connaughton passes to DiVincenzo. Back to Connaughton. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. The shot by Holiday, no good for Los Angeles. They've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Pass to Leonard. Now Zubac. Back to Leonard. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
What a defensive play. Gets the stop and does it without fouling.
DiVincenzo can't hit it. The Clippers trail. Here's Jackson. Back to Leonard. From deep. Jackson kicks to Leonard. A floater. No good from Zubac. Milwaukee's gone 0 of 3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Here's Holiday. Pass to Lopez. And here is DiVincenzo. Pass to Portis. He dishes it to Lopez. Back to Portis. Over Leonard. Nice shot by Portis. Portis has got 4 this quarter.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
Clippers trail by 3. Outside Jackson. Inside. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Connaughton. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. And Los Angeles guys shooting an outstanding 53% for the game. Stolen by Holiday. And up the court come the Bucks on the break.
And right after the steal, Holiday does a great job of keeping his head up and igniting the fast break.
Clippers with the ball. 8-point game. Here's Mann. It'll count. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, Kent, it was a big-time first quarter for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 8 points, 5 rebounds, and that'll about do it.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
I have to credit them for their patience offensively. They understood the matchup, and they took the necessary time to exploit it.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So for the Clippers right now, we've got Reggie Jackson. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Batum. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's George in the shooting guard. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. DiVincenzo passes to Lopez. And that one drops. Lopez has got the lead up to 9 now for the Bucks.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
And George, here we go. Zubac, no good.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
The shot by Middleton, wide open. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark.
Shaky start to the half. Going 1 for 4. Still trying to find that groove.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
And this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
I'll tell you what, when Kawhi knifes his way to the rim, it's next level.
Here's Holiday. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Dishes it to Lopez. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Patterson's checked in, and then for Milwaukee. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Holiday. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Dante DiVincenzo.
It wasn't that long ago that Holiday suffered some injuries that had people concerned.
Love it, love it. Insane move by Paul George, a high flyer who can create in midair.
Bucks leading by 6. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Just so fast. I mean, it's like trying to stop a train when he's coming in for the slam.
And here's George. Forbes with the rebound. Fast break. Here we go. Here's the lob. Antetokounmpo throws down the alley-oop slam.
And one of the most athletic players in the league. Giannis makes those alley-oop jams look easy.
Here's George. Patterson inside. Antetokounmpo's there. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. 6 to shoot. George with no one around. That doesn't go either for George.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Clippers trail by 10. Patterson dishes to George.
At some point, when you recognize someone's this out of rhythm, you have to shift to something else.
Here's Forbes. Gets a hand on it. Great positioning on the putback.
Challenging the defense at the rim, something he does very well. Excellent tip in.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Los Angeles. Left side, George. Outside, Leonard. And George kicks to Leonard. Lets it go from the wing. George missing again.
I don't know how many shots he's missed this quarter, but they're going to have to find offense from someone else.
Antetokounmpo finds Middleton. Back to Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And maybe the most bankable play in this offense. Antetokounmpo on the roll with the finish.
Jackson against Lopez. Left side Jackson. Lopez with the steal. And here we go. Middleton on the wing. From deep three-point range, an absolute bomb from three-point range. Middleton's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Outside, George to end the run. That shot, no good.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
All you see is a lot of frustration. Someone needs...
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Milwaukee on top, leading by 17. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Let me tell you, when you can run offense through your bigs, you give the defense just another thing it has to try and take away.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the court for the Bucks, Portis is out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's Nora in at the small forward.
An efficient scorer inside. Morris can beat you with a variety of moves.
The pass to Forbes. Here's man. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. The quick look, no good that time. Tucker with the ball. He's against Morris. A nice shot by Tucker.
Great look by Portis. For a young player, he really understands what they're trying to do.
Outside Rondo. Portis with it. Here's Connaughton. Another shot. He lays it in. And the Bucks lead by 19.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage. Oh, fellas, that was a vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. To the left wing. Here's Forbes. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubac has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Morris passes to man. Morris inside, working on Portis. Morris with the bucket. Morris has got 4 points now in the quarter. Three-pointer. No good from Connaughton. Clippers trail by 15. Here's Kennard. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Boy, Greg, there is a lot to like offensively for Luke Kennard.
I tell you, he can shoot it. He's a crafty finisher and really improving as a passer. The question mark is the defensive end. 6'5" in height and wingspan, not elite tool, so he's got to get by on his instincts and his anticipation.
Leonard, he's checked in for the Clippers. The Bucks also with the sub. Holiday's checked in. From deep. Rondo with the rebound. Rondo's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Trying to finish out the game strong. You have to recognize who has the hot hand and get him the ball.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of thing.
For those just joining us, 4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Knocks down the 3 ball.
I mean, a tremendous all-around talent. Drew Holiday keeping his eyes up and his options open.
Offside Rondo.
So much of rebound is about positioning. Effort. No lack of it right there.
Tucker the pass to Nora. Fires for 3. And that'll be Milwaukee as it goes out of bounds. Bucks retain possession. For the Clippers, Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Marcus Morris. Paul George comes in for Luke Kennard. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Here's Holiday. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got his 6th rebound on the night. Batum attacking, and Nicholas Batum with the slam.
And he wasn't about to do anything that would get him in trouble there.
Nope, up and in with a one-hand finish, the most basic possible. Here's Connaughton. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And the first one drops. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the 4th. Jackson dishes to George. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
That's the leadership they're looking for from Jackson. Staying patient, surveying the court, locates the open man.
Holiday against Zubac. Back to Holiday. Now Tucker. Launches a 3. The kick out to Holiday for 3. The shot, no good. The Clippers go the other way with it.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Bucks.
This is a game where the defense, steals specifically generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created possessions for them, scoring opportunities, and that effort a big part of what will be a nice victory here tonight.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Giannis.
No, there's a few ways to control a game, right? You can do it with pace, you can do it with patience and efficiency. Tonight, he did it by owning the boards.
Well, this one is winding down now. Milwaukee can watch the clock run out. Holiday, the pass to Portis. Shoots over Zubats. And no good, trying to use the glass. And so the Bucks take the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was... All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For David Aldridge.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his... And let's check out the injury report. 5 players unavailable tonight.
5 players scratched from the game. If you're one of the healthy players, you're going to get all you can eat.
And the Clippers starting 5. Batum is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George. And it's Jackson in at the point guard. And for the Nets, Harris is out there with Green. Then there's Irving. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Harden in at the point guard position. And so it's the Nets getting on the board first. The drive by Jackson. And the dunk by Zubac.
It'd be nice if everybody took as much pride in his rebounding as he does.
You know what, Greg, he loves that part of the game, and it shows.
Well, but his defenders keep forgetting to box him out. He continues to just make them pay.
Now, here is Irving. On the wing, Irving. 5 to shoot. No good on that one. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. Lays it up and banks it in.
Well, that's about recognizing a transition opportunity when it presents itself. Nice job by Kawhi Leonard.
Harden with it. From past the arc. Batum grabs the miss.
Boy, having a hard time making shots. Just 1 for 4 to start this game.
And Leonard gets it to go.
Listen, Kawhi Leonard has built his game brick by brick. You want him to score on the interior? No problem.
Now, here is Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Here's George. Here's Leonard. Nice open look, but it's no good.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
And Harris wide open. He shoots, and a miss there on the triple. It's stolen by Green. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Now here is Harris after the miss from Reggie Jackson. Quick shot there, and it's off target.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Well, we know Kawhi will always attract lots of defensive attention, which puts him in a position to find his teammates. Pretty pass.
Now here's Harden. He kicks to Harris. Back to Harden. Rick, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways. You can win a lot of different ways. But you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
Zubac's no good. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Lobs it up for Jordan. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Kawhi's game comes with a measure of resolve as a scorer. Contact simply doesn't affect him as much as other players.
And Paul George, Doris, kind of a late bloomer coming up in high school. His older sister used to give him the business on the blacktop. Of course, eventually, he found his stride, and the rest is history.
It took some encouraging from older sis and his high school coach, who actually had to threaten him with running suicides to get the guy to shoot more. And think about it. This guy plays his college basketball at mid-major Fresno State. That's really where he got onto the NBA radar.
Now here's Harden. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. The drive by Jordan. He lobs it up.
And I like that they're not settling. Hitting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Jackson. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes. Can find the creases with that handle.
Harden against Jackson. Left side, Jordan. Harris, right side. Just 5 on the clock. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Over Leonard. And the last second attempt does not go in for him.
This guy is a perennial all-defensive team member.
Tie game in Brooklyn. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Nets, what do you guys think?
I really thought that everything seemed to fall into place for them in that first quarter.
Boy, from the opening tip, they look focused and ready to play. You know, that's really paid off for them to get this early lead.
We've got LaMarcus Aldridge. Brown out there with Tyler Johnson. Then there's Griffin. And it's Claxton in at the 4 spot. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. Here's Rondo. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
If he's one thing, he's efficient in the paint. Rondo really good with the positioning there close to the basket.
Johnson down low. He's covered by Rondo. Brown the pass to Aldridge. The Nets working the ball around now. Johnson kicks to Aldridge. Shot clock at 6. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
Well, terrific job by Tyler Johnson to do exactly what they want him to do. Find his open teammates.
Outside Rondo. There's the 3. The rebound by the Nets. Johnson right side. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
terrific at just being aggressive. Aldridge excels at putting pressure on the D and getting the call.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Outside for Griffin, the pass to Brown. Here's Claxton. Patterson defending. Claxton with the bucket.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Outside Rondo. Pass to Patterson. Griffin against Rondo. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And you got to be careful guarding Rondo. Really good at just toying with defenders with that pump fake.
Irving's checked in for Tyler Johnson. And so he makes both from the line. Greg is a broadcaster. Who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day who was my favorite. You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
Rondo, no good.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
And finished off by Brown.
Well, Kyrie Irving has such a good sense of when his teammates are going to create an opportunity, and he puts the pass on time and on target.
Now here's Rondo. Morris passes to Rondo. Tipped away. Irving with it. He's picked up by Rondo. A nice shot by Irving. Irving's got the lead up to 9 now for the Nets.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
Rondo against Irving. Good on. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. For Brooklyn, they've gone 6 of 8 from the field in the second quarter. Irving surveying the floor. Down low, here's Claxton. That one, no good. And the Clippers will come the other way. Man passes to Rondo. Misses the 3.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
Pass to Claxton. He dishes it to Aldridge. Passes it to Claxton. Brown trying to free himself up. Good work there as it goes. Claxton's got 6.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Rondo kicks to Patterson. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. The three-pointer no good. Brooklyn with the ball. They're on a 15-6 run. It's Brown on the wing. Outside Aldridge. The 3. They get it back. It's Irving, top of the key. Lets it go from deep. Kennard with the rebound.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And the wide open shot from Morris. And the shot is long.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Well, it's trying to close the quarter strong, and by that, take a great shot without giving them an opportunity for another one down the other end.
And here's Irving. And that one released in time, but no good. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. The period wrapped up with the teams on level. Thanks for joining us, folks.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Clippers trail by 9. While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up for the second half. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Reggie Jackson out there with Paul George. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Jackson down low. Brown on him. Nobody near Leonard. No good on the triple.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Harden finds Green. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why he creates so many opportunities for others.
And the pass to Jackson. Fires the three. Brooklyn with the rebound. Jordan's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And here's Harris from the arc. Batum grabs the miss. Batum's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Leonard. Rebound, Brooklyn. Jordan's got his 5th rebound in this one. It's Brown with the drive. Harden the pass to Harris. The shot's good.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Jackson misses.
Ugly start to the second half. They've missed their first 4. They've got to get on track.
Zubats against Harris. On the wing, Harris. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots over Zubats. Harris missing again.
I'll tell you, his shot is just lost right now. There's just no consistency. Amazing that they're still up in this basketball game.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. Nets leading by 13. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Harden against Jackson. Harden dishes to Jordan. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Jordan's got 8 points.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Jackson looking it over. Outside, George. Brown against Batum. And stolen by Jordan. Harris outside. On the wing, Harden. He's on target from 8 feet out.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Outside, George. Jackson passes to George. And that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got 7 rebounds in the game. And here's Harris from the arc. You can't get that one. And the Clippers will come the other way. Leonard attacking and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on James Harden.
I love scorers who want to seek contact. Kawhi Leonard consistently in the top 20 in free throw attempts.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. The Clippers also changing it up. Patterson, he's checked in for Zubats. Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Jackson. Irving passes to Aldridge. The kick out to Irving. No good from outside. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Down by 15.
You're asking for trouble now if you let Paul George get room to run. Excellent transition and superb at getting himself in the right position.
Outside Irving. It's stolen by Morris. Leonard inside, and the shot goes in. Leonard's got 4 points this quarter.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Outside Irving. Pass to Griffin. Shot clock at 5. Elbow shot is on the way. Rebound by the Clippers. George, that's a two-pointer, and that shot was up in time but doesn't go in.
A terrific job from Irving to track his man the entire...
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Nets lead by 11. Live from Brooklyn, New York, you're watching 2K Sports. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. They've got Kyrie Irving. He's out there with Harden. Aldridge out there with Griffin. And it's Claxton in at the 4. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
You know, it tells you something about Harden that he's led the league in free throw attempts so many times. This man is always in attack mode.
And the call will be against LaMarcus Aldridge. That's foul number 2 for him. Harris is checked in for the Nets. Morris finds Rondo. And it's off from three-point range.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Well, think about Joe Harris, the 33rd pick in the 2014 draft. So that's the 3rd pick in the second round. And boy, has he turned himself into a viable NBA player. Knockdown shooter who can now put it on the deck as well.
DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Blake Griffin. Rondo kicks to Morris. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. And it's blocked. Now Irving. In the corner, Harden. And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That'll be his second foul of the game. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Irving against George. Clock at 6. Here is Harden. He gets it in there.
Well, clock winding down. None better than Harden at getting buckets in a hurry.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
George with no one around. Los Angeles with another miss. Brooklyn leading by 18. Takes a 3. Irving against George. Harris outside. Three-pointer. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Wow, has he flipped a switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
George passes to Rondo. George against Harris. And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That's his first foul. And Brooklyn making a change here. Aldridge is checked in. And then for Los Angeles, Zubac is checked in for Patterson. Batum comes in for Morris. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Rajon Rondo. And that one's good. George.
I'll tell you, his ability to stretch the floor is crucial to this team. Pretty play.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Harden bounce pass. Irving. It's Jordan on the wing. Shoots the 3. And James Harden with the 3. Harden's got 10 points in just the second half.
What a pretty look. DeAndre Jordan, to have that kind of touch on your passing, such a quality piece for a big man.
And George, here we go. Kicks it out to Leonard from outside the arc. It's hauled in by Harris. Nets leading by 21. There's the triple. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
He got a little ahead of himself there trying to pull the team even.
That's a big miscue, and you hate to see that happen at this point in the game.
Aldridge finds Brown. Back to Aldridge. The jump hook. The shot misses. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Here's Kennard. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort. Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Brooklyn.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Jordan.
Boy, I think he made his presence felt in the paint more than anywhere else. This guy's rebounding numbers were outstanding. He controlled the glass.
Here's Chioza. Kennard covering. Brown wide open. He fires. That three off the mark. Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
Well, this is what they needed earlier on. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And it's in there.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
Kennard, the pass to Coffey. Great look, but off the mark. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that... All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. And a look at the injury situation. A lot of bodies absent for this team tonight, including a big name. So the Nets starting five. Green is out there with Jordan. Then it's Harden. Then there's Harris. And it's Luwawu in at the three, the small forward. And for the Bucks, Giannis is the four with Lopez the five. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the small forward.
Well, that break started by Jordan Steele. Long arms helping to get into the passing lane.
Now here is Holiday. In the backcourt matchup tonight, Brent, definitely high-powered at the point guard position in particular. Much more scoring expected than in decades past.
I think guys have the green light, Kevin, to fire away at the first available opportunity. The offense isn't taught the same way with orchestrators at the point guard position. Now guys are looking to be overly aggressive with their scoring prowess and to try to make plays sometimes feels secondary. And Jordan, a defensive stalwart, crushing the opposition with his shot blocking.
And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Antetokounmpo inside. Working on Green. Antetokounmpo, no good.
We're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
DiVincenzo passes to Lopez. 2 points. That one goes.
Lopez powering through that time.
Brooklyn's gone 0 of 2 from deep here.
And that foot injury robbing Dante DiVincenzo of much of his rookie season. But in year 2, he had a nice bounce back.
One of the things, Greg, that I think is most important for any player at any level is any time that you're hurt, you still have an opportunity from the bench to pick up some of the nuances of the game. There's no doubt that Dante did that last year, and this year has stepped in and continued to contribute to this ball club.
Here's Holiday following the bucket by the Nets. Here's DiVincenzo. Lopez with the bucket.
Lopez close up and gets it done.
Here is Harden. If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Pass to Luwawu. To the inside. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. From deep, Harden. Milwaukee with the rebound.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Smart for Holiday to get that shot off even after the hack from the defense.
And as much as Holiday brings to your offense, it's his defense that's repeatedly recognized.
Well, when you make all NBA defensive teams and you're smart and strong and quick like Drew Holiday is, I think not only does the reputation start to build, but your confidence in disrupting somebody else by playing that way is something you rely on.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Here is Forbes. To the middle. Portis can't get it to go. Nets trail by 4. Outside Aldridge. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And a new group in for the Nets. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Aldridge. Green comes in for Nicholas Claxton. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Brown. And it's James Harden in for Kyrie Irving. Kicks it down to Middleton. Jacks up a 3. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from 3-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Green left side. Harden scanning the floor. No good on the shot. The Bucks go the other way with it. Here's Connaughton, and he banks in the layup.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now, here is Harden. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet.
And Harden is a nightmare in the pick and roll. Just a clever combo guard who is completely unpredictable.
Here is Forbes. They lead by 4. Middleton outside. And that one, good.
Middleton looking pretty comfortable right now playing in the pick and roll, whether he's passing the ball or shooting it. Right now making good decisions.
Now here is Harris. The pass to Griffin. Harris outside. To the paint and stolen by Portis. Here's Connaughton. And Harden launches it from deep.
How about the length? Tough for any offensive player to deal with the likes of Middleton.
And so it's Milwaukee with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And against one of the toughest offensive players in the league, they've been doing a great job.
Definitely the game has slowed down a lot for me.
Well, Greg, that might be why they put up so many points. They all know the roles. They've got the right recipe for everything they want to do on offense.
Yeah, his awareness plus unselfishness puts defenders in a no-win situation.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Setting the floor for the Nets. They've got Kyrie Irving. He's out there with Brown. Aldridge out there with Griffin. And it's Claxton in at the power forward. Irving. Aldridge trying to break free. Good on that shot. And with that, the Bucks' lead is cut down now to just 6 on the basket from Irving. DiVincenzo against Brown. DiVincenzo passes to Portis. That's a no-go, and he's still looking for his first bucket after 2 shots. Irving kicks to Brown. The Nets working the ball around now. Griffin finds Irving. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin. Irving's got his second basket of the night. Milwaukee leading by 4. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. DiVincenzo passes to Portis. It's rebounded by Aldridge.
And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
By himself, throws down the breakaway jam.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Irving up top. Pass to Claxton. Rebound, Milwaukee. Tries from 10, and the jumper is good. And now it's an 8-point Bucks lead. Greg, you and I talk about the big man, his role in the current NBA, and how they can possibly carry the standard for the great centers before them. You played with the great one in Patrick Ewing, so you have a great appreciation, I would think, for.
Oh, no doubt about it. And I think 2 guys kind of separated themselves a little bit. Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid, I think, are the 2 guys that stand out for me because of their ability, in essence, to do everything well. They can shoot it, they pass it, they can shoot it from the free throw line, they give you rim protection. I throw Rudy Gobert up there as an elite center as well. Doesn't have the offensive impact that those guys have, but he does impact the game as well.
Three young, dynamic centers. Those are good names.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Here's Forbes. Passes to Portis. It's intercepted. In transition, here come the Nets. Irving looking for an opening. To the inside, Claxton. The feed to Aldridge. Shoots over Tucker. That's in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Aldridge.
What awareness. Shot clock winding down. LaMarcus with a bailout.
Greg, LaMarcus Aldridge taking more three-pointers last season, easily passing his career highs in attempts with almost 3 a game.
And Aldridge shot a very respectable percentage from outside. In order to play heavy minutes at the 4, you need to be able to shoot. Good to see Aldridge still adding new wrinkles to his game.
Now here's Irving. D right on him. Back to Aldridge. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Aldridge has got his second bucket.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
DiVincenzo against Brown. DiVincenzo kicks it to Tucker. Inside. 6 on the shot clock. Portis, the pass to Tucker. It's hauled in by Brown.
Well, he wants that one over again. I guarantee that. Nobody's even in the neighborhood.
Down low, Claxton. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Yeah, put some students in the classroom because that's exactly how you move the ball. Kyrie terrific at spotting the open man, and then you got to get it to him.
And that's it for the first half of action. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It's Milwaukee with the advantage at the half. They've got a 3-point lead. Kenny, how'd you? And
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Then it's Brook Lopez. Then it's Holiday. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Loads it up for Giannis. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Yeah, you could throw that pass just about anywhere, even the top of the square for Giannis to go and get.
Harden outside. And the jam by Harden.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Giannis passes to Lopez. Back to Antetokounmpo. And contact on. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Jordan's shot is off.
Well, he had the perfect opportunity to finish that one, guys, and just flat out blew it.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And last season, Giannis Antetokounmpo welcoming his first child into the world.
And maybe now an MVP at home as a most valuable papa. The mother of his son was a volleyball player in her day. So you got to think, as this kid grows up, maybe the recruits are sending letters already.
Now Harden. Up again, and there's Jordan putting it right back in.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Giannis outside. Tries again, and stolen by Harris. To the middle, trying to find Harden, and he's got it now.
You know, and with how deliberate he can be, Harden still can surprise defenders with that burst, that underrated vertical that he possesses.
Here's Giannis, and Giannis throws it down.
Just so fast. I mean, it's like trying to stop a train when he's coming in for the slam.
Harden against Holiday. Shot from 12. On the wing, Harris. Dishes to Jordan. Back to Harris. Inside. Oh, and the jam by Jordan.
We have a lot of great jumpers in the league, but DJ makes a statement every time. Elbows above the rim that time.
Green against Giannis. Down low. Double clutches. And Jordan sends it back. And he recovers it. And Holiday kicks to Middleton. Goes back up. No good that time. Good D by Jordan. Harris looking it over. And that one, good. Now just a 1-point Milwaukee lead.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
Here's Giannis. And the dunk by Giannis.
Not sure how he saw that there. Holiday with a firm understanding of how to get the ball to an open teammate.
Harden against Holiday. Harden kicks to Harris. Taken away by Holiday. Fast break, Milwaukee. Holiday is running. Good on the shot. Holiday's got 6 points.
Fire on both ends of the floor. That's what Drew Holiday is playing with and letting his defense manufacture some of his offense.
Harden the pass to Jordan. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. That's on Brook Lopez.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Green. Griffin comes in for Luwawu Cabarro. Bruce Brown, he's checked in for Joe Harris. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for James Harden. Pass to Connaughton. Now here's Portis. Shot clock at 6. Here is Forbes. Second shot opportunity. With the clock winding down, the rebound by the Nets. Jordan's got his 5th rebound in this one. Kicks it to Irving. Now the pass to Claxton. Outside Irving. Pass to Claxton for the tie. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 3 assists in the game.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Here is Forbes. He's covered by Irving. And the layup falls. Forbes has got his 2nd bucket of the night.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Releases from 15. Beat the clock. Count it. He caught it.
That's how
Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Milwaukee Bucks. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. They've got Griffin on out there with Irving. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Claxton in at the power forward position. And so Giannis will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Middleton for three. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving. DiVincenzo finds Middleton. Here's Lopez. Back to Middleton. And stolen by Aldridge. Passes it to Claxton. Outside Irving. Lopez with the steal. And here we go. The fast break with Giannis. Basket good. Giannis has got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Bucks.
I don't know. 2 strides, 3 strides. What was that? Giannis covering some ground.
Irving against Holiday. Floats one. Irving misses.
And you know they wanted that one to go down.
Man, that's just tough because that would have tied up the score. That's a tough one to swallow here in the fourth.
Free throw drops for DiVincenzo. A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. So he gets them both.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
Harden outside to the inside. Good on that shot. With that, the Bucks lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Jordan.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite level passer.
And Holiday, here we go, feeds it to Lopez. Clock at 4. DiVincenzo with it. He's picked up by Jordan. First one falls for him. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And the Nets also making a change. Irving's checked in. Nets trail by 3. In transition, here come the Nets. Here's Harden. They get it again. Here's Jordan out to Harris. And stolen by DiVincenzo. There's the dish to Lopez. Harden against Holiday. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Here's Giannis. Good D by Jordan. For Brooklyn, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Here's Harris. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Up top, DiVincenzo, guarded by Harden. Holiday against Irving. And Holiday kicks to Giannis. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Here's Lopez. And no good. But close on that one, so he'll shoot 2. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
How about Lopez inside showing some smooth, fluid moves?
Lopez hits them both.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who you going to pick to send to the free throw line? I mean, he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
Harden outside. He feeds it to Jordan. And the dunk by Jordan.
DeAndre Jordan has seen these moments before. Not usually the guy called upon, but, man, delivering in a big spot.
Holiday the pass to Lopez. DiVincenzo against Irving. Back to Lopez. And the dunk by Lopez.
Wow, Lopez stepping up. What confidence from the big fella.
Nets trail by 5. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Yep, that one goes in there.
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
Antetokounmpo dishes to Holiday. Giannis against Green. And Holiday kicks to DiVincenzo. The feed to Lopez. And stolen by Irving. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. Money!
Whoa, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Right wing, outside Holiday. Pass to Giannis. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Yikes, that one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
Chris Middleton's checked in for the Bucks. And then for Brooklyn, Marcus Aldridge is checked in for DeAndre Jordan. And Nicholas Claxton subbed in for Green. Irving passes to Harden. Irving with it. He dishes it to Aldridge. To take the lead. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. $19 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Holiday against Harden. The kick out to Aldridge. Clock is at 3. Irving for 3. Count it!
Well, Kyrie's resume in these kind of moments is full.
Outside, Antetokounmpo for the tie. Count it, and the foul. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
Big-time shot from young Giannis there. He feels more and more comfortable in these big moments.
And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. And glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this one. And so off the tip, it's Brooklyn. And away we go here with post-regulation basketball. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Luwawu is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then it's Joe Harris. Then it's Harden. And it's Claxton. And at the 5, down low. Clock at 2. For 3, Harris. That shot, no good. Now the Bucks take it the other way. Harden with it. Now guarded by Middleton. Here's Aldridge. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Interesting to see how LaMarcus Aldridge has embraced more and more of a leadership role with this team. He knows he has what it takes to guide this team to higher heights.
Both shots good from the stripe.
Getting it done at the line as he usually does, and that could be huge in a tight game like this one.
Holiday against Harden, and Holiday kicks to Lopez. In transition, here come the Nets, all going up court. Count that bucket. And the Nets lead by 4.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Harris finds Aldridge. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Kicks it out to Harden. Poked away. There's the pass to Luwawu. Over to the wing. Harden the pass to Claxton. DiVincenzo with it, and it's Harden picking him up. Here's Antetokounmpo, and Giannis throws it down.
Well, so exciting to see the growth of the Greek Freak. There are shots that stars sink, and that's a momentum changer right there.
A little over a minute and a half gone now here in overtime. Harden the pass to Aldridge. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's the first. That makes it a 3-point lead. So for the Nets, Jordan, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Blake Griffin comes in for Luwawu Cabarro, and Irving subbed in for Harris.
And that's how you do it. Free throws can make a huge difference in a tight game.
Antetokounmpo passes to Lopez. And Jordan sends it back. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Jordan's got the lead up to 6 now for the Nets.
Oh, DeAndre Jordan sinks that shot. Not the first option, but doing the job.
Antetokounmpo kicks to DiVincenzo. Middleton looking it over. Just 5 to shoot. Holiday with the 3. A rebound by the Nets. 2 points here might be all the cushion they need.
You would think so. This game is theirs for the taking.
Harden dishes to Irving. Off target on the 15-footer. And it's the Bucks ball. They trail by 6. And Middleton kicks to Antetokounmpo. On the wing, Giannis. From deep three-point range, no good. And so it's Brooklyn with the win. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks.